export processing zone. Hey, you just cut or make a concrete, and then sell the plots, make money, and go away. We are not going away. You know?
Mr. Ki-Hak-sun is one of the finest businessmen in Bangladesh from South Korea who have set up this huge establishment, and this is, I think, one of the biggest apparel industry in Bangladesh. Total floor space is more than 400,000 square meters, which is really amazingly big. And he has been doing a very good business in Bangladesh. He has been making products for North Face and Jack and Jones and all the global brands, and exporting from Bangladesh. And this was his this EPZ, KEPZ thing was like his child. He has nurtured this dream for a very long time. He went through a lot of hurdles, but finally he has made it come true. And today we are with Mr. Ki-Hak-sun, and welcome to our program, Mr. Ki-Hak-sun.
This area was identified by JICA. JICA thought that they could make about 500 acres, maybe furniture export oriented zone, and with the government or private consortium, something like that. So I mentioned to the presentation that this should be private, which is more functional. Elsewhere already private zones, industrial complexes are already developing. So I suggested that way. That's how we end up here. 95-6, then law was established. Private EPZ Export Processing Zone Act was 1996, was formulated that year. Yeah.
You said this can be a private EPZ, then the private EPZ law was passed, and then you started buying this land?
When you are acquiring, you need to pay private land surcharge 25% to compensate. Here, they made just a new, I think, act or new ruling that we need to pay 50% surcharge for land, and government acquired, and acquisition completed by 1999. It took 3 years to make an acquisition and compensated all. And that's how we started. This was the main sand collecting area of the local people here. They would come and steal the sand. This was what they do. There's a nickname of this area is Texas.
What was the challenge then? One is water. You have to make arrangement for water, right?
One day I decided not to send out the water, but we keep water. We made this dam and the road together. You know, you have a circling road, which did the magic. So we are keeping all these rainwaters there. At one time, we have 500 million gallons of water. Is stored.
There was no electricity, there's the unruly villages and all that. So from when could you concentrate on other parts?
There was no power, so I brought while we are setting up the factories, 3 units of diesel power plant. Each one is 1.5 megawatt and 4.5 megawatt we had. And as a backup power, because this grid line here, quality was so unpredictable. Our new solar panel one supplying our weaving unit, which requires good quality electricity. We have got about 20 megawatts now. We are working toward 40. I'm pressing everybody. It depends on also government policy too.
How many factories you have here?
We are pre-building our businesses here. You know, we have a 10 design development center. 3 of them completed. Now another 7 is under construction. I want to market, develop a smaller unit where design is developed, tested, checked, small production can be possible, so that when they are successfully doing, they can take a big production in the big production there.
Now you have this, you have been a giant in apparel making. Are you planning to expand your business to other sectors?
Now, this business-wise, this will be maybe 3 different businesses here. One is apparel shoe making. Another one is synthetic fiber oriented, material supply, like a polyester, rayon, wool, and so that our textile unit can be supplying whole Bangladesh to upgrade their businesses. Then I want to move on to IT development, like our garment business, in mass scale of this one.
What is your current investment in Bangladesh?
In Bangladesh, last count we had $600 million, and maybe another $400 or $500 million next 4-5 years time.
We were visiting your KEPZ and we found a lot of forested areas, lots of trees. So this is something very striking, that this is an industrial park and at the same time it has hills and forests. So why you did it like that?
I want to preserve this area and very, very productive industries, industrial area, and also good living area with good nature. That's why from the start over 50% of this area was, we decided and got approval of government to keep this one, green or water body, all these, lawns, things like that. Because this is very, very important.
Actually, in recent times you have been expanding your business, and then there is COVID crisis and this Ukraine war and all that. So how do you look at the next 10 years?
During all COVID, I never canceled one contract whatsoever with our supplier. I never hesitated to pay. I never stopped anything here. I came here to press to preserve my contractor's job here even. So they are happy and they know we will be here. They can dedicate and devote to our projects here.